Alright guys, we are here for a book club Thursday video. So this is the video where we recommend books or suggest books for our next read. So if you guys are part of our book club, they go for 5 weeks. So we read about 10 books a year. And the first one is The Announcement, which has already been up on my channel. The second one is the book club treats that we use while we read and listen to the book. So things we eat, drink, use, that just went up last week. Then we do the recommendations / suggestions, I never know what word to use, for our next read. And then next week will be the book club questions for the book we're currently reading. And then the following week will be the final review wrap up. And we are reading The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. So if any of you guys are interested, you still have some time if you're someone who can read semi-quickly. I mean, it's 3 weeks. It depends what's quick to some is not quick to others. And I know it's on the Scribd app, like Charmaine says. She usually links it, so go check out her channel. She usually has it in the description box. I'm able to listen to the book on Scribd because of her. Very thankful for that. And you can always try your local library, thrift stores, things like that. And Amazon, of course, and all those. And they have thrift books and book outlet. But anyway, so like I said, this week is going to be the suggestions video. So I have 2 books I'm going to request. So if you guys actually watched my unwrapping video with Charmaine, I unwrapped 2 books. And I'm going to make that my 2 suggestions because I definitely plan on reading these this month. I am off for 3 weeks before I go back to work. These are 2 books I have been dying to read. So I'm so glad I finally unwrapped them. I was literally actually recently thought about these 2 books. And I even went, I haven't seen them on my shelves. I forgot I unwrapped them. That's what's so cool about the advent calendar thing, because me and Charmaine wrapped these books back in December, November, you know? So we're not going to remember what we wrapped. So I thought of this book recently, The Love Hypothesis, because it is my sister-in-law's favorite book. And she just read, I don't know if it's a sequel or if it's a standalone that just follows some of the characters. But I think it's called Love on the Brain. And it's by Ali Hazelwood. And I saw the book at her apartment and I was like, oh, that reminds me, I haven't read The Love Hypothesis. I've been dying to read that. So I know this has STEM representation, which people love. You know, this usually a lot of people don't think of women as someone who is in science or technology or engineering or math. So I love that there is a character who is literally a scientist in this book. It is a fake dating situation, if you guys are into that. I will read the back and then I will show you guys my second read. So this one says, as a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into this situation. Convincing her friend that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happily ever after was always going to take more than hand-wavy Jedi mind tricks. Scientists require proof, so like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor and a well-known ass, which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to keep her charade a secret and be her fake boyfriend. And when a big science conference goes haywire, putting Olive's career on the Bunsen burner, Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding 6-pack abs. Suddenly, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovers that the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope. So this is my first suggestion. And then the second one, which is another book I have been dying to read, and I thought of it recently because it actually just came out as a movie, I think. Not a TV show. I'm pretty sure it's a movie. Literally says now a motion major picture, and it's Where the Crawdads Sing. I forgot what... Was it like in theaters or is it like on Netflix? I don't know. I have to look it up. But I told myself I had to read the book before I watched it. So perfect. I will hopefully read this book before the end of August and get to watch the movie / show, whatever it is. And this one says, for years, rumors of the Marsh Girl have haunted Barkley Cove, a quiet town on the North Carolina coast. So in late 1969, when handsome Chase Andrews is found dead, the locals immediately suspect Kaya Clark, the so-called Marsh Girl. But Kaya is not what they say. Sensitive and intelligent, she has survived for years alone in the marsh that she called home, finding friends in the gulls and lessons in the sand. Then the time comes when she yearns to be touched in love, when 2 young men from town become intrigued by her wild beauty. Kea opens herself to a new life until the unthinkable happens. I know people say there's like a huge twist in this that you don't see coming. Love books like that. Cannot wait to read this. It is like a mystery, but it has a romance in it. And you guys know I've been definitely feeling the romance. So I'm happy to have this. This is a Weiss book club pick. So these are my 2 suggestions for book club. You guys know we always want you guys to make suggestions as well down below. Not this month. It was Charmaine that recommended The Last House Guest, but previous month it was one of your picks. One of you guys that commented down below. I believe it was Barbara. She had recommended The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and that is what we read for July. So we always take your suggestions in the comments, and we make it a voting poll. I believe it was Charmaine's poll turn last month. We usually switch off every other, so I believe it'll be mine. So just keep an eye out on my community tab or Charmaine's community tab. And make your suggestions down below so we can put up the poll so you guys can vote. But these are my 2 suggestions. Definitely go check out Charmaine. She'll be making 2 suggestions as well. Definitely curious to see what she suggests. And I know she's been obsessed with Megan Miranda. She's been really into mysteries. I love a good mystery. I was getting really into romance for a while, but I have been listening to The House Guest, and I haven't had any issues. I've been enjoying it. But I wouldn't mind, you know, doing a little romance again, or this one, which is kind of like both worlds. It's a mystery and a romance. But yeah, so make your suggestions down below. Go check out Charmaine's video. She will be linked down below as well. Let me know if you're joining us this month for The Last House Guest. If you are, have you started it? Are you enjoying it? No spoilers, obviously. And keep a lookout. Next week will be the questions, and then the following week will be the final wrap-up and review. That is it for this video, guys. You guys know I post majority of the time 7 days a week. Thursdays is always the book club video. Fridays is usually whatever I have extra. So it's usually a vlog, a review, cooking video, or a room tour. And then Saturdays is usually always my fashion content. It's my outfits of the week. Sunday is Self-Care Sunday. Mondays and Tuesdays are my unboxings and hauls. And Wednesday is my What's Up Wednesday. This week was actually something really fun. So definitely consider watching it. I'll try to remember to link it down below. If not, just go to my recent videos. It's literally yesterday's video. And it's going to be something that's going to be happening for the next 2 weeks. Go watch that video if you want to see what I can't talk anymore. Go watch that video if you want to know what I am talking about. There you go. I got a little tripped up there. Sometimes I swear, it's like I talk really fast because I'm thinking a million things at once. I'm just trying to get it out of my mouth. And then I'm the same way when I speak a different language, and it's awful. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Like I said, go check out Charmaine. Definitely consider subscribing. Comment down below. Let me know if you've read either of these. I know these are both extremely popular. This one, especially if you are into romances, this is like one of the top recommended ones. And I know this had like a huge cult classic following. I think that's why they obviously turned it into a motion picture. Let me know your suggestions down below. That is it for this video, guys. Be safe.